What is going on? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 396, the Valve Index Revisited. Yes, we are going to talk once again about the Valve Index. This time, I got a brand new Valve Index, so we're going to take a look at that. My first thoughts, if there's any differences from my old one to my new one, and we're also going to talk about, is it still worth getting? It's 2022. This headset came out in June 28th, 2019 it came out. So it's getting up there, man. It's a pretty old headset. We're also going to talk about any news, if there's going to be another one, any rumors and stuff like that. And this is just going to be all about that. First, let's start off. I am drinking my first drink of the night. I'm drinking a Tito's and a Grape Monster. Yes, I know. I do the same shit every day. Oh shit, Dylan's in the chat room, guys. Check out Dill Legal on YouTube. He just got a brand new e-bike. If you are e-bike boy, if you want to talk about e-bikes and stuff, check out Dylan's Dill Legal on YouTube and talk about that new Supra 73 motorcycle. I don't know if you guys know this. We'll just talk real quick about this Supra 73. Pretty well known manufacturer of e-bikes. I have one. They're pretty badass, but they just released their version of a motorcycle, and my first thoughts was, ew. I don't really like the look of it too much. And if you're going to fucking buy a motorcycle, wouldn't you just get a motorcycle? Like, why would you get like an e-bike manufactured motorcycle? Would you trust a company that makes e-bikes that's probably just rebadging some Chinese shit? Or would you trust a manufacturer of motorcycles? I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. It's got some really silly things too, like weird turn signals that if you like drop your bike, they're going to just break right off. I don't know what. I can't wait to, I haven't really heard what Dylan thinks about that. I don't know if he did a live stream the other day. I haven't watched. Maybe he I don't know. He has to kind of watch his tongue a little though when he talks about e-bikes, because he gets all that free shit. Lucky motherfucker gets just sent bikes and scooters all the time. So check out Dylan, man. His YouTube page is awesome. I'm addicted to it. It's relaxing to me. I go on there and just watch Dylan ride around, first person style. Here, I'll show you what is Dylan's YouTube page. I'll show it real quick. I know, Brian. What are you doing? Just want to show you. This is Dylan. He's got a bunch of fucking videos. He also has, here's the live stream he did where he actually talked about the motorcycle, or they showed off the motorcycle. So let's see if we can find it. Here it is. I mean, it definitely looks different. I don't know though. If I'm gonna buy a motorcycle, I'm just gonna buy a motorcycle. This just looks. This color scheme too. Like, who's that for? Who is this for? I mean, it definitely looks different, but it just looks like an e-bike, and it only goes. I think it only goes like 75 miles an hour. If you're going to get a fucking motorcycle, why would you limit yourself to 75 miles an hour? There's Dylan in the bottom corner. He's in the chat right now. Dylan Thompson, though, on YouTube. Help him out. Subscribe to him. It's fun. Also, we've talked about this before, but there's a video somewhere where he's chasing Whitney Cummings' dog. So, anyways, check out Dylan. Hi, Dylan. Get your ass to Austin, Dylan. Anyways, what were we talking about? So yeah, I'm drinking a Tito's and grape. Cheers. Yuck. I need to get something else to drink, man. I need to mix my drinky poos up. Anyways, if you saw that mug I was drinking out of, that's the Death Squad mug, and you can go to shopsquad.tv. There you have shirts, hats, you got everything. Let's just look at these mugs. I'm drinking out of the blue one right here, but there's also an orange one, and we restocked these recently. A lot of people loving these mugs. High quality mugs too, a lot better than the old ones that we used to sell. Got a different manufacturer. Also, of course, got all the t-shirts, including the new Death Squad Toxic Cat shirt. Look, there's a little missing toe wearing it with her helmet, with her Bell helmet. I don't know what Dylan thinks about Bell helmets. I haven't figured out where I'm going to attach my GoPro yet to. I don't know. It's so weird. All the e-bikers wear these helmets. And like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just used to like a bike helmet, you know? It seems like overkill when you're on just a bike that goes like 25 miles an hour. I don't know. Definitely safer, and it's definitely cooler looking. I don't know. It just, I feel like it just attracts police to pull you over. Like, are you riding a motorcycle? What is this thing? Why do you have that helmet on? Anyways, go to shopsquad.tv if you want to get a Death Squad shirt. You could also click on tour dates at the top and come see us live. Not only do we do here in Austin, Kill Tony every Monday, and it sells out. It's like sold out for like the next month or so. It sells out right when it goes on sale for the most part, but we're always re-releasing tickets and shit like that. And last night had my secret show. It's usually tonight. By the way, this is a rare Thursday. I don't ever have time to do virtual Redban unless it's late at night after the show, because I usually have a secret show every Thursday. This week was different because of South by Southwest, so I did it yesterday. Insane show, packed, a lot of friends, a lot of people in town. It was awesome. And I got butt-ass wasted. And I did a virtual Redban last night, and I deleted it. You know, I think Dylan had the same problem. He made a video the other day, and he was too drunk, and he didn't even put it up. Unboxing his new bike that he got, double motor bike. What's those things called? I don't even know what they're called anymore. Fuck. Grizzly or something like that. Anyways, you want to hit subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. You want to hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. So like last night, maybe you're sitting around bored. I went live and it was wasted. And if you had that bell notification on, you would have been notified. If you subscribed to me, you would have seen me in your subscription list going live. Anyways, I appreciate it if you do that. Helps me. Hit the like button, all that crap. All right, let's talk about this. So I had to get out the iPad here because I had some facts. I got some facts for you guys. All right, I bought my original Valve Index, which is this one right here. You can tell it's a little beat up. Missing the faceplate. I don't know where the fuck that went. The first thing to break, and this broke maybe like, I don't know, 6 months ago. There's this little plastic clip. See this See this wire? It's supposed to be connected to that. There's this little plastic clip that broke. And it actually just broke. It's actually made into the frame. It's not even a clip. It's just like this little dumbass, stupid piece. Let me try to get it out of the way. Just this dumbass, stupid piece that was attached to here and it broke. Not a huge issue, but it is an issue because this is supposed to route this cable out of your fucking face. So now this is always just kind of in the way and blah, blah, blah. Second thing to break, this broke last week, and this is what made me get a new one. There's this little bracket here that used to have the top strap. See this little strap, little hoop? Used to go in there. So when you have this on your head, this part, this is one of the straps that you can tighten or loosen to make it fit your head. Now this is just a floppy dick that's just hanging out there. That broke. Other than that, no major problems, except I did have a couple burnout pixels. You know, like if you ever have a laptop or a phone, it's just a couple burnout pixels that luckily were on the very side of my headset, and so it didn't really bother me too much. I actually kind of forgot about them after a while, but when it first happened, I was like, what the fuck are these little dots on there? Now, most of those problems are pretty minor. Like you can buy clips off Amazon. You could also, if you have a 3D printer, there's actually 3D printer clips made for that exact issue, because a lot of people who have the valve index have the exact same problems with that clip breaking and stuff. So there is solutions. I also just used tape for a while. And so you can use tape. Honestly, that headset that I just showed you, I still use. I used it last night. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, this Valve Index was released June 28th, 2019. I got it at the very beginning of COVID. And when it was released, it was hard to get. It was sold out everywhere. Then COVID hit. And then VR headsets started crazy selling out because everyone was at home and was like, well, this is the perfect time to get into VR when I'm at home. Webcams also sold out everywhere. I remember like things that were like $20 webcams were going for $200 on Amazon, like just shitty webcams because no one could get webcams. Same thing happened with Valve Index. Same thing happened with all the VR industry. But I had this idea that I wanted to do virtual Redban, what you're watching right now, in order to keep my head sane. I also, as a comedian, I used to just go to the Comedy Store every day and hang out with friends and talk and try to write new material, and bounce material off of friends and see what they think about it, comedy things. And I thought virtual reality, and especially what we do here at VR Chat, would be the perfect idea to fill that void, so I can, keep writing, keep thinking, hanging out, not feel like I'm just trapped in a shitty apartment in Burbank, California, while the world was on fire. So I tried to get a Valve Index for a while. I couldn't. It was sold out everywhere, including today. And we'll get back into this, including today. If you go to Valve's own website, which is the only real place to buy this, like if you buy it on Amazon or if you buy it somewhere else, it's actually a third party that's going to scam you. Like I think I looked on Amazon today just to see how much a Valve Index, like the whole kit with the cameras and the controllers and stuff, and it was I think it was $1,500. And if you go on Valve's own website, it is $999 is the retail price. Now you're only getting two base stations. This requires a base station. Unlike the Oculus, which you only need the Oculus, this is like way better VR tracking because it has these little cameras that you put all around your room that kind of record you. I have 3. I have always use 3. I think 3 is the good number. Anyways, 2's fine though. Anyways, that's $999. It's $1,000 here. If you go on Amazon, it's like $1,500 or something crazy like that. It's a lot more money because this is the only place really you can buy the Valve Index. Now, the problem with Valve Index is at least you can buy it for $1,000. That's in stock. If you don't need the base station, that's in stock for $749. So you're, not bad. But all the other stuff has been out of stock. Now, during COVID, all this was out of stock. But the Valve Index headset right here, I've been trying to buy this for a while just to get, because, my headset's a couple years old. I showed you what problems I used to have. I just wanted to get a new headset. $500 to me is like, you know what? I get a new cell phone every year that costs 3 times more than this. I use this a lot. This is a part of work. I need a new headset. My headset's fucking ghetto right now. I don't want duct tape on my headset. Anyways, it's been out of stock. It's been out of stock every day I've checked it. Almost once a week, twice a week I've checked this. It's always out of stock. I don't feel like buying this whole $1,000 or $750 thing and getting more controllers. I don't need all this. I just need the headset. I recently bought this on eBay, and we'll talk about that in a second. But anyways, when I originally bought it at the beginning of COVID, with COVID prices, this is what I got. I got the Valve Index VR kit, usually $1,000. I bought it, the cheapest I could find it anywhere was on eBay. Brand new. It says it came with a fresh new copy of Half-Life Alyx. And at the time when I bought it, Half-Life Alyx was about to come out. So I was like, you know what? I'm paying a little extra. I get Half-Life Alyx for free. It's COVID. I spent $1,650 on this. $1,650. I got overcharged $650, almost double. But was it worth it? Fuck yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Because after I bought this, I didn't see a cheaper one ever than this. It was always, more expensive after I bought it. Now, I bought this headset. Believe it or not, this is so weird. Didn't know this. I bought this March 23rd, 2020. Beginning of COVID for sure. Almost to this day, almost 2 years ago, I bought the headset. And it still works. For the most part, it still works. Now, from the lifetime of owning this 2 years ago, I've had my left controller replaced once under warranty. Yes, Valve somehow, because they're cool, didn't even care I bought it on eBay. They replaced it under warranty, I guess because the Valve Index wasn't even a year old at this point, or at the point, I don't know. They bought it. They replaced it for me for free. They sent me out a new one. And then 6 months later, I had the same exact problem again. The left controller. I'm on my 3rd left controller. Valve has the worst problems with controllers. They just stop working. And you notice how I keep on saying my left controller. Why, Brian? Why is it your left controller? Because what I play, the left controller is always the run button. Like the joystick, you're always pushing forward. And whatever issues and shitty controllers they have, the problem is always with the left because that's the one that I'm constantly pushing and using. The right controller is like jump and stuff. When you're playing VR, you have 2 controllers. The left is always like run. And so they never broke altogether, but they always started having drifting issues. And then it was just like I could never stand still. It was just always walking forward. It's a pain. It's annoying. I'm sure it's going to happen to me again soon. I'm sure I'm going to have to buy another controller. And guess what? Going back to this website, look, I can't just buy 2 fucking controllers. It's out of stock. It's almost like, to me, a scam what Valve is doing. Why is the full kit and the full kit with the controllers always in fucking stock? How did I just buy a brand new headset from eBay? And we'll talk about it in that in a second. You know why? Because everybody who has Valve Index has to either buy this or this just to get a new controller. So the headset that I bought today is probably from somebody that bought the Valve Index headset plus controllers. And he only needed to buy the controllers. So he sold me the headset for $550 and kept the 2 controllers. Maybe. I don't know. Now, June 16th of last year, I tried to buy a new headset that was supposedly better. I bought the Vive Pro, and I tried it out for 3 days. Immediately, it was garbage. I did not like it. I had a lot of problems. If you want to watch my explanation of that, that's Virtual Redban number 244. I don't recommend that headset. I recommend the Oculus Quest 2 or the Valve Index. So that's the only things I recommend right now. But that only lasted 3 days until I went back to the Valve Index. So again, I have tried to leave the Valve Index many times, but or it's broke on me or whatever. I highly recommend the Valve Index. Now, compared to what else is out there, the Valve Index isn't really on paper the number one. It's pretty close. It's number one on a lot of things. So let's look at this graph. We have the PlayStation VR 2 versus the PlayStation VR, the current one that's out, the Oculus Quest 2, and the Valve Index. Now, if you're looking just the important things, let's just look at the important things. Pixels per eye, that's important, right? Valve Index is 1600 by 1440. The actual Quest 2 is higher pixels per eye, 1832 by 1920. The PlayStation VR, which is just old now, it's outdated, 960 by 1080. All right, that's just shit. The new PlayStation 2 VR is 2000 by 2040. So this is going to be the best pixel per eye with these. Now, displays, we got PlayStation has always used OLED. Everyone else pretty much uses LCD. OLED's better. Everyone knows that. You get an OLED TV, you got better blacks. It looks better. Everything's cool. That to me, not a huge difference, but some people they want that dark black. They want, whatever. Screen for refresh rate. This is important. This is how high the refresh rate is, just like a monitor. Now in VR, the higher the refresh rate, the better, because it makes you less sick. Unlike if you're playing a video game at home on a regular monitor, refresh rate's more like it looks smoother. Well, when it comes to VR headsets, the higher the refresh rate, the less you're likely to get sick. It's easier on the eyes. And of course, a lot of times when you even go to play games, you're not getting these refresh rates. This is just what this is capable of. As a good example, what I play VR chat every day, half these levels are so shitty, you're getting like shitty refresh rates. So this is good on paper, but not really the most important. Now, Sony, both of them 120, which is pretty good. I didn't even know the original PlayStation had 120. Oculus Quest 120. Valve Index 144. Yes, that's crazy. This older headset is better than everyone. That's good. But again, I don't even run my headset at this speed. I run it at 120 usually, or 90 even, just to kind of help the computer out. To me, it's unnecessary. I think over 90 or above is good. I think anything else is just a little overkill. I usually don't run at 144. I used to, but then I was like, why am I even doing this? Let's just let my computer chill out a little bit. Now, tracking, again, all three of these use, well, I guess not. The Oculus and the new PlayStation 2 VR have cameras on the outside of the headset that track around you, which is cool because you don't have to have cameras all around your room. Bad because if you have your hands to the side, it's hard for the cameras to see your hands if you're next to your crotch, So for the most part, though, the technology of these kind of cameras on the headset has gotten better, and it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. Now, the original PlayStation had a camera that was on top of your TV that tracked those glowing ball controllers and stuff. So, yuck. Valve Index, though, like I said, has cameras all around the room that track you. Way better. I actually like that the best. But it's not for everyone. You have to have a room where you can put cameras around your room. You have to have space. Not everyone has that. So for the most part, this is preference for the most part. Eye tracking. This is a newer technology. This is actually in the headset that's tracking your eyeballs. Why? So it knows where your eyeballs are looking. That way it makes it a little bit more realistic. It can like display more better graphics because it doesn't have to display. Like if your eyes are looking to the left, it doesn't have to, it knows. So it doesn't really have to render the right as good. And they also do little tricks to make it just seem more natural. It's all about feeling natural. So it's more realistic that you're not wearing a headset, that you're actually looking around the room. Eye tracking, I think, is a good thing. So PlayStation 2's VR is the only one that has it out of all four of these. And that's mostly because it's new technology. Valve Index has been out for a while. Oculus Quest is too cheap to have this eye tracking. Whatever. Now, this, in my opinion, is the most important thing to look at a headset. The next one. Field of view. Field of view, the easiest way to say it is when you have your headset on, how much can you look to the left? Can you look to the right? Can you look up, down? How much screen real estate do you have in front of you? Now, some have smaller, some have skinnier where it's like this. You know, you want the biggest field of view. I think that's the most important thing. So when you're wearing a headset, you don't even realize there's something in front of you. Like you just are looking through it, and it's more realistic that way. So field of view, in my opinion, if you're looking for a headset in the future, anytime, always look at the field of view. As an example, oh man, what happened here? As an example, the old PlayStation 1 had 100 degrees, which actually, honestly, isn't that bad because it's an older headset. PlayStation 2 has 110, which is pretty good. The Quest 2 has 90. Wow. That's bad. I'm sure if you've never used VR before and you start with the Quest 2, you're not going to notice it as much. But whenever you have a higher number than 90, you're going to go back to the Quest 2 and be like, yikes. Valve Index has 130. Honestly, fucking awesome. The bigger, the better. Valve Index killing it with the screen refresh rate and the field of view. Two of the more important things, in my opinion, and the tracking. You know, all right, so three things. Yeah. The rest is just other things like audio. Yes. If you're talking to people, Valve Index and the Oculus are pretty well known to have decent audio. Valve Index is considered one of the best microphones in the business. Like if you hear somebody that's on a Valve Index, you're like, wow, he must be on a Valve Index. A lot of other headsets are really well known for having bad audio, to the point where people could even like go, oh, I know you have this headset on just because of how shitty your microphone sounds. Like it's one thing that a lot of manufacturers really fuck up on. Luckily, a lot of headsets have a microphone jack, so you can plug in your own like microphone and headphones on. So it's not a huge deal breaker usually. But yeah, controller wise, Valve Index has, in my opinion, the best controllers in the business. And I think a lot of people believe in that. They have what they call knuckle controllers. And just to kind of give you an example what that means, let's see if I can. So this is a Valve Index controller. Your hand slides right here. And the cool thing is that there's sensors everywhere. So if you go like this, is this even on? Is this my other hand? Hold on, let me try to show you so I could actually show you in VR. If this is the hand, I think this is the hand. So anyways, I can like move every single finger. I can grab everything. This is called the Knuckles controller, and most people who play VR agree on this that the Valve Index has the best controllers. Those controllers, especially in like video games where you can like sit there and like pick up like a single bullet off the ground, and it's just the hand, the controller is amazing. But again, like I said to you earlier, they're known for just shitting the bed all the time. Like again, I'm on my third pair in 2 years, so that's a problem. Now there is a new headset that I have purchased. That's a little higher end. It's about twice the price of a Valve Index, and I was supposed to have it a month ago, and I've done a whole video about it. Let me see if I can tell you the number. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. It's virtual Redban number 303. This is what this is right there. See this one right here. It's called the Varjo Aero. And if you watch virtual Redban 303, I talk all about that. Anyways, it's a higher end headset. It's got its positives and negatives again. One negative is that it's expensive. But the main thing that I've heard, that there's no microphone built into it. So you have to come with your own microphone, your own headset that has a microphone, which is, in my opinion, annoying as fuck. Anyways, it is considered, though, one of the best headsets you can buy. It's from a company that makes high-end headsets for businesses, and it was so good that people begged them to make a consumer version. And so they stripped everything out of it that was unnecessary for most people, and they release it for a cheaper price. Now, that cheaper price, I believe, is $2,000. So it's not great. But this brand new high-end, top-of-the-line headset, twice the price of the Valve Index. Everyone's saying it's the best thing you can buy right now. Let's compare it to the Valve Index in specs, at least. And now, again, I'll have this headset eventually. I guess COVID in Hong Kong has fucked all the shipping companies and everything out. Last I heard, they're going to ship it out the 18th of this month, which is tomorrow. So hopefully maybe by next week I can get it. I doubt it. We'll see. But look for that in the future. But let's look at the specs between it. Yeah, $2,000 headset only. You don't even get any controllers, but you can use the Valve Index controllers with it. You don't get any base stations. You don't get any cameras, which you need for it, but it uses Valve's base stations, so you're going to have to buy those separately. The optics, there's two different optics. This is the Valve Index uses something called a dual element canted Fresnel lenses. Most headsets use these lenses, but they're not considered the best. They're considered the cheapest, I think, and whatever. These use a different kind of lens, which I believe is what the PlayStation uses, but better lens quality. Anyways, I don't really know much about the lenses, but I just know that people prefer the ones that are on the Varjo. Let's just look at what's important. So Valve Index uses LCD. Varjo uses the new mini LED. If you don't know what mini LED is, it's pretty much like LED, but like, I don't know if it's four times the pixels. It's better than regular LED. It's actually pretty sweet that they have this on. So that actually helps for way more detail. So the quality is going to be better. But here's the big thing. Check this out. Valve Index, again, 1440 by 1600 per eye resolution. Whoa. Is this almost double per eye? Yeah. Yeah, it's 2880 by 2720. Now, if you go back to everything else, oh, God, come on. The highest one, again, was the new PlayStation VR 2 that doesn't come out until late this year, hopefully. That's 2000 by 2040. This is out now, and it's probably about what 1/3 higher resolution than what's something that's not even out yet. So this resolution per eye is mad crazy. And this is why this is such a popular headset. This is why it's double the price. This is the craziest resolution ever. People are saying that when you play this headset for the first time, it is like playing VR for your first time. It's like a whole new experience. It's such good resolution that the detail that you can see on it is insane. And again, if you go back to that virtual Redban where I talk about it, virtual Redban number 303, I talk more about that. Now, refresh rate, again, 144. Whoa, Varjo only 90. But again, like I said earlier, I don't see any difference above 90. I don't think this is a huge deal. If it's 90 or above, it's good. But it is kind of weird that it's not that high of a refresh rate. But again, not a problem for me at least. Now, field of view, this is where it gets a little tricky. Valve index 108, horizontal 104. 102, so it's pretty much the same horizontal, but look at this vertical, 73. Yikes. This is the only thing one of the main things that I'm kind of interested in. Now, I heard, vertical means that it's going to be more like wide, like a Valve index, but wait, no, it's going to be wide like a Valve index, but not as up and downy. So 73 seems pretty small to me, especially when you're looking back at, I don't even know if this says what the, see, I think it's all these are just using the horizontal number, not the vertical. So I don't know what the verticals are on this graph. So 102 is what we're looking at mostly, I guess, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Everything else, not really anything crazy. The weight is almost half. Wait, with head strap, 487. Huh? This what? Without. Oh, so 17 is a little lighter than the Valve Index, which is good. The lighter, the better. Yeah, and everything else. Oh, it's got eye tracking though. Eye tracking, new technology. Yeah. So there you go. That's what the Varjo is. And we'll have a deeper dive into that later. So let's just talk about this recap. Valve Index, is it worth it today? Yes. I mean, I just got a new one. Here is my brand new Valve Index that I got from eBay. And it came in the exact box that shipped from Valve Index, oddly. Came in a big box. Brand new. Hasn't been opened. I just peeled all the plastic from the front. Oh, look. I got that front cover that's missing. Oh, look. That little strap that I told you about earlier is connected to my head's. Let's see if I can get a better look at that because that's such an annoying thing. Look, that little thing is attached. Got that front. Here is the top part. See how it goes into that? It's a little metal bar that's a plastic bar that goes in between and it attaches that. So that's back. Everything else, perfect condition, brand new. And I tried it today briefly before I went live. Just did a little surfing and like I said, I play VR so much. I played it last night for 4 hours, and I went into the exact same games and levels that I know. Like I can almost, I know there's a difference. Well, one, no burnt pixels, perfect. Two, I noticed that the blacks were better. Like it almost seemed like I was using a different LCD technology. Now, this is the 2022 version, I'm told. This was manufactured supposedly this year. There's not supposedly any differences from the one that I am replacing this with. The one that the one that's 2 years old, maybe, it's just after a while, LCD screens get a little old and they start not having as much brightness, or maybe the quality degrades a little. I didn't think I was going to notice that big of a difference, but man, I did. It's actually different. Not huge, but I noticed the blacks were better. It was brighter. Everything seemed cleaner. It seemed sharper. I would say if I were to say what's the percentage of all this, I'd probably say just 10% difference. But I'm so used to the old one that I noticed a difference. Uh, yeah, very shocking. And now it's a surprise. And I can't wait tonight. I haven't played. I just fucked around for a second. But tonight's episode is going to be a really telling experience to see how big of a difference I noticed. Because my first look at it, yeah, there's a difference. It's kind of weird. It seemed brighter and better colors, and everything just seemed different. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll take a look at that. Looks like VR chat just crashed on me. Great. What's going on here? I think VR chat behind me just crashed. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe I was in. I don't know if it has like a timeout. When am I level too much? Okay, so let's just finish this up. I've been talking for a while. Future of VR Valve Index. A lot of people asking, Brian, is it worth buying right now? It depends. Like if you have a great computer and you want to go all in with Valve, with like the base stations and the controllers and stuff, $1,000 to me, 100% worth it. Would recommend. Oculus Quest 2. Very good. $300 I think is the cheapest one you can get in, and if you have a nice computer, you could always stream to your computer or use a cable so that you can really get the full experience of having VR without the base stations. I like the base stations. I like the tracking of the cameras around my house. But I have the Quest 2. My girlfriend uses it every day too. It's good. She likes it. Not a huge, not big problem. But if you wanted to like hardcore, Valve Index is the way to go, in my opinion. Valve Index has been rumored to, and it's about time since it's so old for them to do a new version of their index. There's been rumors here and there, nothing really solid. People are saying that Valve, their next headset is going to be like the Oculus, where it's going to be all in one. It's not going to use the base stations. You're not going to plug it into your computer. Valve just released their new like Nintendo Switch whatever. What am I trying to say? Portable gaming unit. A lot of people are saying that they're going to use the same kind of processor and stuff in the next one. So I don't see a new index coming out. No one really thinks it's going to come out this year. If anything, it's going to come out Christmas or the beginning of next year is the earliest. So I think if you're in the market right now for a VR headset, I think the Valve Index, even with its age, still the way to go. And that's why I bought a new one, even though I'm supposed to get this Aero Varjo in a couple of weeks. I still bought that because I think it's such a good headset that I don't mind. I think it's good. I don't think I wasted my money. So there you go. That's the Valve Index in 2022. Still worth it. Still think it's good. Recommend. If you're like me and you just need the headset, or if you need parts or you don't want to buy the whole thing, I do recommend checking on eBay. And the only problem with buying shit on eBay, you don't know if the warranty is going to, if you're going to have any kind of warranty. Now, this is the guy, I guess it's not the guy that I bought it from. But this is a good example of, this is the guy I bought it from. Valve Index headset only, $5.99 right here. Whoever this guy is, it came packaged just like this, brand new, stickers, everything, plastic. It's legit. $5.99. You're paying $100 more. But if you go on eBay, I've had good luck with eBay, but you're fucking with not having a warranty. Now I think eBay does have that option to buy like a third-party warranty. I've never done one of those things, so I don't know. So maybe for some peace of mind to do that. All right, and that's it. Let's smoke some green tea, and I'll go through the comments. I don't know if you guys have fallen asleep yet. I don't know if this has been interesting to anybody. As for my older headset, I'll probably throw that on eBay. So if anyone wants to get a cheaper Valve Index headset that still works, it's just you're gonna have to put some tape on it or buy some clips from Amazon or something, or not. You don't have to do any of that. It still works fine. Let's smoke some green tea though, and just to make this night even crazier, somebody gave me this green tea stick at a show a couple of days ago. And I usually, when people give me stuff, I'm kind of concerned about it because you never know. But this is wrapped so nice, and it even has a filter in it. So let's see. Hopefully it's just flour and not. Hopefully there's no one put in any apple juice in my green tea. All right. Doesn't really taste anything. So I'm gonna go backwards in the comments and try to run through all the comments real quick. So I'm gonna be reading comments that are a little old. Did Redban hate on the Index before or something? No. Hello from the Olive Garden. What's up? As a dealer of Harley Davidson and e-bikes, I'll remain silent. I don't know. I mean, you can buy like a fucking, what is that? Kawasaki. Is that what it's called? Kawasaki Ninja or something like that? Like a crazy fast bike. I mean, there's just so many motorcycles that are just, motorcycle companies have been around for a long time. These e-bike companies are half like rebranded Chinese bikes, or just companies that have just started this business a few years ago. And I don't know, if I'm riding something that goes 75 miles an hour, I just think that you better just go with somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't want to be going 75 miles an hour in a poor, like one of the joints where it was, what's it called when they put two pieces of metal together? It's not solder. Anyways, I've seen a lot of like e-bike companies like having bad solder points, not solder points, where they melt two pieces of metal together. Why can't I think of that right now? Anyways, and it just like the frame breaks because of a bad fucking joint. Honda Ruckus, yeah. I love the Toxic Cat. Yes. Sweet. I caught some of that rare deleted episode. Yeah. Last night. Thanks for the shout out. Hell yeah. Dylan, baby. Weld. Yeah. Bad welding joint. Thank you guys. Yeah. You don't want a shitty welding joint from some factory in China while you're going 75 miles an hour down the highway and you hit like a little bump or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Maybe this new Super 73 motorcycle is going to be sweet. So 1K gets you, 1,000 gets you what you need for a good VR. Yeah, if you have a good computer, absolutely. Redban, will you sell me a broken VR headset, please, or do you have another one? Very soon, I'm going to have, in the future, I don't know, in a couple weeks maybe, I'm going to have an eBay, virtual Redban eBay week, where I'm going to put a lot of shit on eBay, trying to get rid of all my extra junk. A lot of podcast stuff for people that have podcast studios. A lot of VR stuff, a lot of computer stuff. But look for that soon. Well, I'm going to make it like an auction. Like a whole thing. Yeah, I've been just using 2 base stations. The tracking is great. So the 1K kit and a computer that can run VR games really well. Wait, why was it 1,600? I think I told you COVID. I'm going to scroll through these a little faster. The eye can see 60 frames a second, so double that is required to avoid dropped frames. The Vive Pro has eye tracking. It's just not on the list. The Vive Pro, HTC Vive Pro, does it? If it did, it didn't matter because it's still a piece of shit. I'm telling you right now. That list is wrong. That list is straight up wrong. The PS VR 2 looks the best on paper for me. That's true. It looks spec wise not bad on paper, but the problem is that you're only limited to the games that PlayStation allows you to play. So VR chat, for instance, I don't see that being allowed, you know. That's the main problem with the PlayStation VR. You're only limited to what you're allowed to play, like Sony wants you to play. Um, the larger your pupil, the more light your eyes can take in. So don't use VR on MDMA. Yeah, only use mushrooms or acid when you're playing VR. Oh, that seems so scary. I'm legally blind now. GG. We just use our eyes more than others. I'm too poor to buy new stuff. Dude, just sell it to me, please. Bullshit. The eye can see 60 frames per second. Uh-oh. Kay's having a bullshit eyes frames per second fight off. I don't know how long ago this happened. The eye can see around 20 frames per second, 15 to 20. That's why 25 frames per second works. Okay, calling people out. Let me say, we see at send Kim $1,300, then you can join. That's right. Send Gigi says send 666 and you can join us maybe. Oh wow, I didn't know this was going on. This makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, you have to pay me per session. So stupid. Man. What happened? Let's see why my let's see what happened in my VR headset. What happened to VR chat? Hold on a sec, guys. Gotta go into VR real quick. One thing I have noticed lately in Windows 11 is it's having a problem with VR lately with dropped frames and stuff like that. This is already an issue that's well known in the VR community. Let me try to see if I can restart my headset. I don't know how I can show you this. Okay, I can show you this. Let me just move this a little. See if I can show you here. So this is a problem that ever since I've had this problem before, but this is really well known in Windows 11. I have a 3090 water cooled Ryzen 5950 or something like that. Anyways, it's a new kick ass computer. And see this is my how shitty my like this should not be. This is bad. This is like the more pink and red and stuff, the worse. What is this? I don't know what that means. Display error 1/3. Where's this popping up from? Anyways, this just started happening. I don't know what that was. I should look that up. Now, if I restart the headset, this will also quit VR chat. Yeah. Let's just show you what happens. Screen turns off because all the monitors freak out when you do shit like this. All right. Now the screen's freaking out because it's going back on. Wow, look. Look at that. Uh-oh. Right to red. I'm not even in VR chat right now. I am. Let's see if I start VR chat. First, you know what? First, I'm going to go back to my settings and go back from 190 to 120. Does that change anything? Nope. All right. Now I'm starting VR chat right now. This makes no sense to me. It's going on pink like crazy, and I have not even gone into a game yet. Oh yeah, this is. And if I'm walking around, everything's just a little crazy. Like the frame rate's not great. What do you do now? That's not right, right? When you're installing the video driver, it gives you the option to do a clean install. Oh yeah. I always do that. Can you update the drivers without dropping the stream? I mean, the last time I updated driver was like 2 weeks ago, so I have pretty up to the date drivers. And the crazy thing is it wasn't doing this earlier, and people on Reddit and chats say that it's from Windows 11 how it does processes. Like it puts shit backwards in processes, and you're supposed to be able to click on windows and click on things to make it go back to so it's not pink, but that's not working for me. I've seen clips. Wait, he would have to restart his PC to update these drivers. Straight install them. Yeah, I mean, I always straight reinstall them. I always do the right way to install drivers. This is just random. Now, I bet you if I restart my computer, I mean, I could even let's see what happens when I unplug and plug back in my VR headset. See if that does anything. Hold on a second. Let me do that. I don't like how it flashes the monitors. See, I think this is a display issue. I think this is a display issue from NVIDIA. I think there's something NVIDIA fucks up with because I have two monitors hooked up to this computer and my VR. I think it's something. Sometimes it's like about display ports and stuff. Like, let me try to turn this monitor off and turn it back on. Sometimes, believe it or not, that works. Because it's like a G-Sync issue, I think. Is that what it's called? G-Sync? That bar is GP. I don't think that, yeah, I don't think that is what my real GPU is doing though right now. What is that? Device manager? Everything's been working fine though lately. It's just random. Mm. Yeah, look at this. I'm going to show you something. Yeah. See, that's not. That doesn't make this doesn't make sense to me. This is a, I want to say it's a Valve Steam VR issue, but I really think it's a something with, like, what's this mean? Pink display error. What's display error mean? Yeah, I think it's something with having multiple. I think Windows just is horrible at uh multiple monitors. Uh, Kay is telling me to use legacy reproduction mode. Is that what this is right here? This has become tech support. Let's get to the bottom of all our Valve index issues. Is that what you're talking about? All right, let's see what happens when I turn on HDCP 1.4 legacy compatibility. Uh-oh. Restart. Check. Yeah. All right. You know what? Uh, I've done this before, and I'm gonna do it again. And Redbum pretty much said exactly what is the only way to really fix this is to install a new driver, just to see what I have and what's the difference. Let me see what my driver status is. I just did this I do this all the time now. So, NVIDIA. Let's click on drivers. Check for updates. I have 511.23, and the newest version was 511.79. So I guess it is newer. I installed mine 114 of this year, and the new one started at a month later. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. That has been the beginning part of part 1 of Virtual Redban. I'm going to do just that to see if it fixes the problem. I know this is annoying, but I'll be back. This is not going to take too long. It's probably going to be like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to install all these drivers, restart my computer, and see if that fixes the problem. Is it just a Windows 11 problem? Is it a NVIDIA problem? Is it a Steam VR problem? How do we fix that? And if you don't know what that is, that means when you see pink, it's like slow frame rate, pretty much. Okay, guys, we'll be back in 5-10 minutes. I'm going to do all this. We'll see if it fixes. Please come back. Won't be long. See you in a sec. Before we're gone. Yeah.